So I guess we're not supposed to be parking on the roads. Usually we come later, I think, so we'll have to try to be snappy at this site. We're now getting into the metamorphic rocks. So starting at this site, we're starting to look at metamorphic stuff. So who remembers what's the name of the facies series that we're observing? Barovian, right? And so what pressure temperature conditions are Barovian facies series? Do you remember? Very generally.
Medium pressure.
Right, medium pressures.
Low.
And high.
Damn it.
Medium pressures and high temperatures they're talking. Remember, even though we see these rocks, right now we're seeing these rocks at the surface, you have to think about when they were metamorphosed, that was under, several miles of rock. So picture what was actually going on in the metamorphism is deep. It's deep within the earth, when it's actually occurring. And then you have other events that cause these rocks to come up, and you have things that are eroding the rocks that may be on the surface. What facies comprise the Barovian series? So we've got the Barovian facies series. So now break Barovian down. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different facies. Does anybody remember?
Slate?
No.
Wait, they're not doing this?
Not rocks.
Oh, we're not doing rocks.
What are the facies? The names of the facies?
Is it like zeolite and all that?
Oh.
Right.
Eclogite and
So zeolite's the first one.
green schist, blue schist.
You have some of them. Green schist is the first.
Green schist, amphibole.
The pumpelite is the next one. Green schist is next. Then amphibolite, and then granulite. But what are the ones we're going to see here that are actually exposed here?
Everything but the last one.
Not everything. Green schist and amphibolite, right? So we're in the Barovian facies series. It's made up of 5 different facies, but we're only going to see 2. We're going to see the green schist and the amphibolite, which is represented in this orogenic belt. In the green schist, the zones that we're going to visit are the chlorite zone. We're in the chlorite zone. Next is going to be the biotite zone. And then there's the almandine zone, or the almandine is another name for garnet. It's a type of garnet. Once you cross into the amphibolite facies, you're going to be in the staurolite zone, followed by the kyanite zone, followed by the silmonite zone. We're not going to go to every single one of these zones, but we're in the chlorite zone. Remember, these are perlitic rocks, so they started out as shales and some siltstones, primarily shales, things that had a lot of clay. So these are called metapelites. So that's the type of metamorphic rock that we're looking at. So again, we're in the chlorite zone of the green schist facies of the Barovian metamorphic facies series. You're going to see, and if you look, and sometimes you have to get the light right, because with the, with the way the sun is when you've got the shade, you're going to see, I'm going to tell you a little bit more at this outcrop, so you can just kind of go take a look. You're going to see red and green slates. I mean, really dominantly colored reds and greens. You'll see them very specifically. There are some black slates in here. They say that there's some phyllites, so you may see some slightly higher grade metamorphic rocks. There's also something that's called micrite, M-I-C-R-I-T-E, and that's essentially metamorphosed, it's a limestone that's mixed in, because you had some limestone material in here along with your shales and that type of thing that got metamorphosed. There could be some gray whack, but primarily you're going to see red and green slates. Take a look and see if you can find the limestone. There's, I believe within the limestone you may see sort of almost like folded up chert. You may see there. Take a look for the chevron folding. Those are other features. So see if you can at least point those different things out. The coloring that you get, the green is actually from the chlorite. Chlorite is a green type of mineral. And the red is essentially from hematite. So you're getting oxidation off of that hematite. So you'll see that. Just like the other site, you're going to see lots of folding in the area. You might see veins in the rocks, things like quartz veins and all. So for this one, I kind of told you what you'll see. Why don't you try to find it? Green slates and red slates. Go find the limestone with the chert. Look for chevron folds. Look for veins.